Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is January 27th, 2022. It is a Thursday, so you know what that means. Time for some Monster Strike news. It wasn't that long today, which is always good news for me. So let's get going right away. So of course, as you are aware of, the Jujutsu Kaisen collab is active and running. So if you have not been taking advantage of it, make sure you do so if you care about it. Of course, we know that the current gacha is tied with the Starlight Mirage gacha, which is very unique. It is available until February 2nd, and you have noticed I have not pulled yet. I'm actually going to do that tonight after I finish this, and you probably will see that video up tomorrow. So definitely prepare for that. I'm not going to pull that much, and I'll talk about why in that gacha and why I waited a little bit, but you know, we still have plenty of other things to worry about coming up in the world of Monster Strike. And of course, if you're inclined, the old gacha is also active. So if you want, you know, Gojo, for example, who I think is probably of those three the strongest, that is still, you know, has a place in the meta in the world of Monster Strike. So if you are inclined to get them, that is also available until the same date of February 2nd. And of course, this is a weird, like, half-ish collab, so there's not a full set of events. There's only 2 events active, but of course, you can make sure you farm the Insidious quest, which is, it's not difficult in terms of, at least, you know, it won't kill you as long as you're thinking about it a little bit. If you're careful, you separate your monsters so that ant attack or whatever it is doesn't hit multiple monsters, you're pretty much safe, and you really understand the fact that the weak point moves every time it hits. So if you only have one target, you'll be able to do good damage, and it's quick. But you know, I'm doing it solo just for the fact that I know this is going to be a nightmare to play on game with. So be careful if you're thinking about doing it on Monster Strike Day. It just feels like a bad idea to me. So I'm just doing it, you know, the old school way with 1 max luck, just by myself. I'm not even doing it on my tablet because that's a pain. That's just Miguel, on the other hand, you can definitely do on Monster Strike Day. That'll be great. I'm actually waiting for Miguel. I haven't farmed Miguel at all. Of course, you can get the good job stickers for the Jujutsu Kaisen collab. Again, they are paid orbs only, so you have to actually pay money and use those orbs that you paid with to get these stickers. You cannot use free orbs. Of course, talking about Monster Strike Day, that is the 30th. It is coming very soon. And you can see the 5 orbs there are up for grabs. And if you happen to have 3 or more lucky monsters, you will be able to get the ticket. And these tickets aren't the EXP tickets, but I'm pretty sure they said that they were the all gold temple tickets that were added recently. So if you wanted to try that out, if you have 3 out of the 8 lucky monsters, you can actually take advantage of that without spending that ridiculous amount of luck, which I don't think is worth it. An important notice that Felicia is going away after the end of the next month. So we'll still have a Chojushinsai, right? That area, that time, that'll happen this month. Then the next month will be the last. So February Chojushinsai time will be the last time you see Felicia. So if you want to max luck her, you have 1 more month after. You have until February, right? As it says. And we are going to get into the next event. It is featuring these philosophers. We've got Plato, Kierkegaard, and Nietzsche as our 3 gacha monsters. And this event starts immediately after Jujutsu Kaisen ends, February 2nd at noon, Japan time. So let's take a look at the first gacha monster. It is Plato. And be careful, in Japanese, Plato is called Platon. So if you hear it a little bit different, that's why. Her stats here are Super Null Gravity Barrier, Ajin Samurai Slayer M, that's Demi-Hume and Samurai. And we also have the Kami O Slayer M, which applies to the Deity and Fiend type monsters. All of those pretty popular class types, so it's pretty strong to see them with the Slayer M on the main. On the gauge, you also get Null Magic Circle and Soul Steel M. Strike Shot is just a simple speed power up, but it is a 8+8, and you get the bomb combo of Satellite 8 with Wall Bomb. Apparently, this is the first for a blast type to get that Satellite 8. So definitely a lot of interesting things on Plato here. Getting those 4 Slayers with the M label on them, as well as getting that Soul Steal M to help out with your HP situation. Now, of course, on the flip side, you only get Gravity Barrier and Magic Circle, but Magic Circle is kind of like that wild card. You have that, you can probably do a lot of things to actually dish out damage, and Plato is definitely one monster that will be dishing out damage, because don't forget, those Slayers are on the main, the bomb combo gets that too, and getting that Satellite 8 and a Wall Bomb is very, very strong. So I think this is a very solid monster. Again, tempting everybody with all of these events. This is not, I don't think this is a weak monster. Alright, next up for the water type, we've got Kierkegaard. And look, they got like a nice like zombie movie theme with him, which is cool to see. And his abilities are no warp, no magic circle, super strike shot, turn reducer on the main. Gauge is no speed down wall, repeat hit slayer EL, and dash. Repeat hit slayer, I really do like that, slayer ability, and for it to be an EL is quite strong, quite strong. Strike shot is a 16 plus 8, and it only reduces his own speed down rate. So as you hit a wall or monsters, the rate at which he slows down is going to be less than the normal monsters. Again, I think because he's got a strong set on his own, it's not, applying that to other monsters like we saw in the past, but definitely interesting. The bump combos is a super wall through bullet, which, yeah, I don't think anybody is ever impressed with that. But there's also Super Bound Bomb, which actually can do a lot of damage if luck is on your side. But yeah, no warp, magic circle, speed down wall. 3 is good, and again, right, circle, magic circle, and speed down wall. They're the more recent bump combos, so you can definitely see them coming in more complex quests. So seeing that does give hope that he has a little bit, a longer shelf life than other monsters may have. And of course, like I was saying, repeat hit slayer, strong ability. It is on the gauge, but I think that is a solid set as well. Then our last gacha monster for this event is going to be Nietzsche, and Nietzsche here is a wood type, Minesweeper M, super null speed down wall. Both of those are on the main. On the gauge, we've got null gravity barrier and barrier bestow. Strike shot 12 plus 8, speed and power up, and reduces the strike shot of your touch friendly units. And the bump combo is a relation cutter, which is wood, and you also have a super strike shot turn reducer bullet. Obviously, we see 3 solid abilities, right? Speed down wall and Minesweeper M. Always like to see that. And of course, we see 2 abilities. You can call strike shot that reduces the strike shot count of your friendly unit. So this is definitely a utility, helper that can pack a punch, right? I guess definition of a balanced monster. So I don't know. It's interesting to see. Again, we do have 3 here: Minesweeper, Gravity Barriers, and the Speed Down Wall. So I think all 3 monsters might have a place somewhere, some way in the world of Monster Strike. Obviously, Nietzsche isn't like shining in terms of power out here like the others were, where they're slayers. But having him along could help, reducing the strike shot of your friendly units and dishing out other damage that way. Now, of course, with the new events, there's always something that's attached with it. This time we get the EX bonus item. Basically, every time you do a temple, you'll get one of those 9 items you see on the screen there. If you get all 9, it'll refresh. However, do note that the super type scroll on the top left is only available for that first set. Once you get all 9, that gets replaced with a different item, or is just out of the pool. I forget, well, because I never do 9 temples on an event gacha, right? But just make sure you keep in mind that the super type scroll is only there once. However, you will notice that the dice is there, so I have used my dice once, got a 2. Oh well, haven't seen one since. So this might be an EX bonus exclusive item, because we haven't seen it being given out like the other items have. So this is actually a real rare item. So if you get that out of a temple, I think you hit the jackpot for the EX bonuses. Now we've got some other drop monsters for this quest as usual. They will be available through the event quests. So we got the what's it? This is the lethal quest, right? I think. Geki Kyukyoku. We've got Ahura Mazda in purple, dark type, and we also have Vohu Mana and Harvatat. Don't ask me what that is. It was all on Wikipedia, so I know their real names. So I think they were saying they were some kind of deities or something, or representation of a deity. I'm not going to go any further than that, but they are real concepts, so you can look it up on Wiki if you want some more information. And another thing with this event, and I actually like this a lot, is that you get rewards based on the total luck of the monsters farmed. If you hit 297 luck in total, you will be able to get, I think, upwards to like 7 or 8 tokudamas, which is really nice. Again, you don't have to get 99, 99, 99. If you want to focus on one and you just want the rewards, it's really easy for you. You can do that, but you know, it also doesn't hurt to max luck these guys, because remember, we get these monsters pretty quickly into the cycle for lucky monsters, so you will be getting your dividends paid off within 2-3 weeks at most, if you farm these monsters. So keep that in mind. Now if there's no event, then you know, I usually skip it, but when there's these kind of reward, you get some free pulls. You got me, Mixie. I'll do the work. This is also important to note. This is going to be the final event where you can encounter Mikeno. For Mikeno, if you're not aware, as long as you clear the event quest, there is a small chance that her quest will invade at the end, which you can play after you pick your new team. It's definitely been a long time for Mikeno, so it's time for her to move on. This will be the last appearance for Mikeno. After this event ends, she will be gone forever. We will get a new monster with the next event, assuming it's not the collab event, and we will see what new monster we will try to complete. I have never bothered max lucking one. I don't know if you will, but keep that in mind. Now there's a small renewal here, and I want you to guys be very careful about this, because I know when people first saw this in the Discord chat that they did not understand it, so I had to make it clear in caps. They're gonna renew it. You get the option to pick between 2 rewards once you hit 100 orbs collected for the month. You can, same as usual, collect those 10 orbs, or you can collect this item package set, which contains 2 Fuera Biscuits, 2 Eruberu bells, 2 time travel bells, time shift bells, 2 Miracle Mins, and 2 Waku Waku sticks. Again, it is your choosing. It is not a random draw. Right? If it was a random draw, people would be flipping tables and be like, what the heck? You get to choose. And I'm not sure, maybe somebody who's starting out, maybe somebody who's really hit the bottom of the well for their biscuits and their bells, and they'd rather have that than 10 orbs. I don't see it. I would still suggest 10 orbs no matter what. So it's a weird choice you get, but it is there. If somebody out there has a reason why you would pick the items over 10 orbs, tell me, because I don't see it. And if you're asking for my advice, just take the 10 orbs. You can get those items somehow, some way, in another way. 10 orbs. Okay, this week's Transcension Kai is going to be Monst Strike Rose. Was it Sakuragi Lily, I think? Her stats look like the following. We got no warp, flight, bump combo, boost M, and gauge retainment multiplier on the main. We got no block on the gauge, or I mean, not surprising if you see that gauge retainment multiplier. Again, that means you can miss your gauge. You want to hit the blocks, but still hit the maximum multiplier that you would have gotten if you had hit the gauge at its max level. I know people who are just starting, or people who just never thought about it, may not know that when a monster has a gauge, you get an attack multiplier bonus based on where you hit the gauge. So obviously if you miss your gauge to on purpose hit the blocks, you lose out on power. This prevents that from happening. Connect skill, super null gravity barrier as well as gravity barrier slayer. The connect skill requirement is 2 or more different types than herself. Again, she is a speed type. And the strike shot is a 12 plus 8 speed and power up and does extra damage when you hit the weak point. Bump combo is a fire energy heart and a Chozetsu all element homing 15. Now, I don't know, all element homing is never the best, right? Because for sure, 3 of them are not going to be in the favorable element, and at least 6 of them don't do anything special. So actually 9 of them. So energy heart, it's an awkward bump combo too, so you're not running to the bank with those bump combos. I mean, that strike shot's always good. You got some decent abilities here: flight, block, warp, gravity barrier, so that is 4, and you get a slayer on top of that. I don't know, I have to see what the more higher ups think about this skill set, but I mean, she'll probably still be strong where she is. She's gonna be able to shine with her gravity barrier, right? Gravity barrier slayer, that combo is always nice to see. So, yeah. And of course, if you had the MCG form of Monsteros, that's her alternate look as well, which also looks very solid. I know people are saying like Valentine's Day or something in the Discord chat as well, but yeah, definitely in the theme. Hopefully that's not the next event. Anyways, that's it for today. The next news will be at the same time as usual on February 3rd, 4 p.m. Japan time. And here are next week's lucky monsters. I mean, like I was saying, right? Hotane is there, which we just finished. And so is Taiga. So, as long as you're on things with the recent events, you're definitely going to have better luck to get 3 or more lucky monsters for the next week, which has definitely been the case for me lately. So, cool beans. Anyways, that's it for me today. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I know there has been a lack of videos lately. Hopefully things will get better soon and we'll get back into the groove of things. Like I said, I'll be taking my video of the gacha very, very soon. So look forward to that. And if you haven't already, consider hitting the subscribe button, like, comment, Twitter, Monst. You can see all of these slides on there. It should be up already. It's definitely up already. And of course, the Discord channel is available to talk with other folks who speak English and love the game as well. So until next time,